Hi everyone, this is the Slot and today I'm gonna tell you a very nice, interesting story from Greek mythology. I took some notes. Here there is all the stories and I put some names to have a better understanding. As you know, in this channel we share the love for art, literature, history and in this case mythology. So today we're gonna talk about the mythical, the legendary story of Sisyphus. Who was Sisyphus? Sisyphus, it was the guy that challenged the gods. And why is that interesting? Because it shows how even a person, even a human, can outsmart the gods sometimes. Now, how it starts all of that? Sisyphus is the ruler, is the king of the important ancient city of Corinth. That it was a very rich Greek state, colony, whatever. In this state, it was the ruler and he was apparently the smartest person alive in that world, in the Greek world. And you will see why. At some point, not because he was the ruler, but just because he was walking in the wrong street at the wrong time, he witnessed a very curious fact. Basically, there was Zeus, the king of the god with the lightning, that kidnapped a girl called Aegena from with the shape of an eagle. Okay, Zeus turned himself into an eagle, and with this form he went to the earth to kidnap Aegena, and they were Greek people, so they were kidnapping people just to be sentimental with them. And yes, so Sisyphus witnessed that, and there was something about the city. He could have just said, okay, I saw what happened, but I would not care. I will not care, it's not my business. I cannot put myself against the king of the god, Zeus, so I cannot. What I will do, but at the same time, in this city of Corinth, there was a problem. It was a rich city, but there was lack of water. There were not sources of drinkable water anymore. So it was a coincidence that this Aegena, this girl that was kidnapped by Zeus, was the daughter of Asopus. Asopus was a lesser god of the river close to Corinth. So what did Sisyphus? He went to Asopus and say, probably you got to know that your daughter was kidnapped, your daughter disappeared. I know what happened, but if you want me to tell you, I have to ask you a favor. You have to give a source of drinkable water to my people, to my city. Asopus accepted that and said, okay, he created this source of water, and then he said, okay, now you can tell me what happened to my daughter. And Sisyphus said, basically Zeus turned into an eagle and kidnapped her. So Asopus got very, very angry and he went to the Olympus of the god to talk with Zeus. Now, what happened to Aegena and Asopus is not our business anymore, even because it's not written apparently anywhere. Maybe I should have informed more. Tell me, write in the comment if you know more about what happened to them, but it's not important. What is important is that Zeus got very, very angry for that. Say, how this human dare to challenge me, to say this thing about me? That it's true, but it's not the point. The point is that, this is just a human, this is just a person. You cannot challenge a god. You put Zeus, the king of the god, in this very uneasy situation. So Zeus talked with Thanatos, that was the death himself, and he sent him to take down Sisyphus. And what happened is that this Thanatos went to Sisyphus and with a clear intention. And what did Sisyphus, that was the smartest person alive, started to point at the vanity of Thanatos and he said that he was a very, very nice god, that he didn't expect him to be that princess, to regal and so on. So he started to pay many compliments to him. And it was said that he was even proud and honored that the duty, the task of taking him down was given to such a powerful god like Thanatos. And he said that he had a lot of jewelry. Okay, Sisyphus said that Sisyphus himself had all this jewelry, like rings and everything, bracelets, that he didn't know what to do anymore because he was about to to go away. So we say, well, oh, you know what? I think that this will be my gifts to you. Okay, Sisyphus offered to give all his jewelry to Thanatos, a surprise to take him down. And he started to give, okay, this ring, this bracelet, this necklace, till the point that without noticing himself, Sisyphus was imprisoned by all the chains of Thanatos was imprisoned by all the chain of Sisyphus. Take this necklace, take bracelets, and they were actually chained. So it was like blocked in the room of Sisyphus, and Sisyphus was finally free of that. What happens next is that since Thanatos, the death incarnated, was not alive, was not free, the people were not going down anymore. And there was the god Ares, that was the god of the war, that during the god of the war, but in the more brutal and bloodshed meaning, it was noticing that people were not going down. People were all alive, and it's like, what happened here? So Ares got very, very angry and went to find Thanatos and free him. And at that point, Sisyphus, oh my god, now is not that good because Ares, the god of war, noticed that people were not taken down, so probably the death incarnated was busy. He freed Thanatos, and now Thanatos went to find Sisyphus to complete the job, probably in a more brutal way. Sisyphus, before that, had a conversation with his wife, where he told her to not do the funeral. Okay, he was about to going away, but to not do the funeral. Just this. So Thanatos arrived to Sisyphus. He complete the job. Sisyphus accept his future, and yes. What happened next? And there was Charon that was very, very happy, apparently, to drive him to the underworld, to Hades. And when Sisyphus met with the god of the underworld, Hades, he said, I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for accepting me in your realm. Just one thing. My wife forgot to do the funeral, and I have to take revenge on her, because I have to prepare the funeral for me, because I was a very respectable ruler in my city, and I need a funeral. And that, I cannot say the word, that girl didn't do that. So please, can you give me just one day again in the earth so I can take care of the funeral, and then you can take me back. I can go back here myself. Hades say at the end, okay, I understand the funeral is quite important for a ruler of your highness, so okay, go there and then come back in one day. But Sisyphus, that was the smartest person alive, just took his wife and went away. He ran away in a village to hide, and he lived a very long, beautiful life with his wife. They enjoy a lot, everything, and he was so happy that at the end Thanatos just found him, like when he was old, and he had no chance anymore to escape the death. And Thanatos took him again for the second time and third attempt. And at that point, Sisyphus went to the underworld, and there he found a very, very angry Hades. And Hades was so angry that decided that he would have been punished for the eternity. And the punishment was to bring up this very, very heavy stone, with this bold stone, bring it up, but the more he was going up, the more the stone was getting that heavy that was going down and taking him down with him. So it was supposed to his goal of the eternity was to manage to make this stone going up, and yeah, but the stone was too heavy when it was going up, so it was, again, the kind of Greek punishment for the eternity. And apparently it was smart, but not that smart to win the game of the stone. And yeah, this is the story of Sisyphus, the man that challenged the god. This is a very interesting legend. I will explain you why. Because in the Greek idea, concept, that means that even if you are that smart to make fool, yes, the gods themselves, at that point you will be punished. So it's not worthy. So never challenge a god, because yeah, you can live a happy life, but the eternity you will get punished anyway. So thank you for listening to me. Even if you don't want to subscribe, please tell me if there is something that I can do better in this story, what you would prefer, and what can I improve and everything. And please, see you very soon.